yeah, brother. Welcome to the podcast. Stop Crying Poser, greatest podcast known to man as voted by those of you who chose to show up early today because for the first time in a long time, we're on time. The time is 3:37 p.m. We do this podcast every single Friday right around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time right here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. We have Paul Miranda, Bruce Wayne, Venus Diatraps, Sativa Poppy, Meatball Head, Yo Father, Mr. Jesus, Bitcoin is Freedom, Grog, Desert Rat, Infamy, W Stems, North Shooter, and maybe a couple of other people lurking in the chat. Happy to have you guys here as always. Quick announcement before we do anything. Two things. Next week, the podcast is going to be at a different time. I have to go to a wedding, so the podcast might be at like 1 p.m. I'm not sure yet. Stay tuned on like Discord or Instagram. We're going to figure something out because I don't even know what time the wedding is. I don't even know how I'm going to get there. I don't know what this thing is that people like to do with weddings. They go, you know what? I live on this side of town. I want to get married 40 miles that way. Why? Is it more beautiful? No. Is it less expensive? No. Does it have something to do with like the families? Nope. Why? It's just inconvenient for everyone. That seems to be the theme for all weddings all the time. Same with funerals, right? Someone dies, they're like, oh, should we bury them like anywhere near where they lived? No. Should we maybe have like a party like at their favorite, I don't know, park or skate park or like maybe a family member's home? No. We should do it as far away as possible so that everyone that loved this man is super inconvenienced. Oh, deal. Hey, everyone, send in pictures of our friend that's dead. Okay, here's all my pictures. Cool, thanks. I'm not going to use any of them. Yeah, that's how my most recent funeral, they're the same thing pretty much, right? Life, death, it's just a coin. Another announcement. Cake Muscle skateboards being sold on cakemuscle.com. Those went down in price by $10. I think they're $32. How are you going to get a skateboard in history for $32? I don't know. But you can get one now. Don't worry, though. The U.S. Postal Service, along with FedEx and UPS, has followed the footsteps of Joe Biden, and they've risen the price of shipping. So when you think you're going to pay $32 for a skateboard, don't forget that shipping is going to be $16. So that's a welcome change. In the world of postage, what's been going on with me? Oh, yeah. The most exciting news. Earlier this week, I got banned from Twitch. Yeah, this website that I go on to stream. I've been streaming for 10 straight years, and on my 10-year anniversary, I was in fact banned from the platform. So that was wonderful. What did you do to get banned? Did you show your dick? No, I didn't show my dick. Did you have sex on stream? No, but other people do. What about animal abuse? Have you done that lately? No animal abuse. Well, what did you do? Surely you showed your butthole on stream or said something racist? Nope. What did you do? Well, I live in Las Vegas, and the Las Vegas Golden Knights were playing, and I wanted to show my friends a nice, fun game of hockey. We had a career high of 6 viewers because no one likes hockey, right? So only a couple of people were interested. I was commentating the game. I had 2 of my friends on the Discord call. So those were like my co-commentators, Baron Canuck and Keith Skates. Had those guys enjoying my stream. Oh boy, the Golden Knights are winning 3-1. And what happens? My stream dies. I go, oh, holy macaroni, my stream died. I better check my modem. I better check my router. I go and check my router. Things seem to be okay. Then I try to check my Twitch and nothing's loading. Then I look over at my alert box and it's turned gray. Then I look at my chat room and everyone says, oh yeah, you're banned. So I get it. Here's the thing. I know that streaming on Twitch, an NHL game, I know that was wrong. To be honest, I didn't think I'd get caught. But also, I also kind of figured like maybe I'm under fair use doctrine because I'm commentating. I'm sort of giving my spin on this live sporting event. I also thought that since I was talking so much, they wouldn't be able to use their robots to pick up the NHL audio. I figure that's how a lot of these things get reported. I find it interesting that I have cable here in Las Vegas, so I can watch the games. I can watch all the local games not for free. I pay a monthly fee, but I can watch them all. So I'm not circumventing any money for the NHL or for the cable company, but I was watching it on a streaming website. You know, Buff streams, Meth streams, Reddit streams. What are the other popular ones? You know what they are, Sports Surge. Those are all the big popular sites for watching sports. So I was using that to watch this, quote, illegally broadcast NHL game. And I found it very interesting that after 2 periods, we watched the game for about 40 minutes. My Twitch gets banned, but the website that I was watching hockey on, it actually got stronger. The bit rate went up. It went from 30 frames to 60 frames. It's almost like they made them more powerful from my sacrifice. I thought that was weird. It seems odd to me with so many big fish, they're going to attack the little guy. I have barely any viewers. Clearly you can see I'm not a robot. I'm a guy with a Twitch channel, been on this platform for 10 years. I'm watching hockey with 6 fucking people. 4 of them are robots. No one cares about the game. And I'm the one that gets that gets punished. So that was annoying. It's my first time ever being banned on Twitch. Not to say I haven't deserved it in the past. There was some streams long ago, 5-6 years ago, where some questionable things happened. Among other things, a chick got hit in the face with a beer for being disrespectful. I don't know who threw it, or it probably wasn't even caught on camera. Another woman pulled her genitals out on stream, not knowing that she was within frame. Twitch didn't catch any of those, but God forbid the Las Vegas Golden Knights score a fucking hockey goal and we have to shut down the whole guy's Twitch, man. I guess that's what's happening, man. So that happened at the beginning of the week. Yesterday went on a hot date. Yeah, it was fun. Well, you know what it is? Oh yeah, new haircut, by the way. You know what it is? Sometimes you go on these dates, you have this certain expectation, like, oh man, I hope, we'll just say it, I hope I get my dick sucked at the end of this. And unfortunately, I did not, but it was still a wonderful date. We went to a bar called Aces and Ales. I got this orange soda flavored beer. I got these jalapeno poppers wrapped in crispy bacon. The chick got these nachos that we shared. Nachos piled high with steak on top of them. It was great. And we had a good time. It's a chick that I dated a long, long time ago, and then we've both changed completely, right? She used to be like crazy drug addict. I used to be like a buff, skateboarding, weird, like egotistical douche. So I guess maybe I haven't changed that much, although I don't know if you get. I'm not as buff as I once was, but we're getting there, right? Winter's bulking season. That's when we hibernate. I eat a lot of food right before I go to bed. I heard that's the secret. I don't know if that's true. It's probably not. So on this date, I'm driving to the bar, and I look over, and I see a dog running down the street. I say, oh, fuck. Listen, I know we're going to go to this bar. We got to try and catch this dog. She goes, why? I say, listen, I'm a volunteer firefighter. I'm a volunteer animal control specialist, okay? And listen, dogs are my passion. All right? My mother was a dog. Basically, I just said, hey, listen, that dog looks like it's going in a straight line. It looks like a nice, happy dog, and if my dog was out on the loose, I would hope that someone would try to stop it. So I go over, I chase it over into this park. It wants nothing to do with me. We corner it into like a little fence. It fucking dips out. It wanted no part of any like human interaction, which is funny. So that was right before we go into the bar. We go in, have a beer, eat the jalapeno poppers, right? We eat the nachos. We sit down again. I gambled $20. I lost $20. An hour's gone by, right? I leave the bar, dine and dash style. I tell him to suck my dick, and I throw a fucking snow cone at the cook. I'm kidding. I walk out. I see the exact same dog going the exact same direction. So either the dog went all the way down the street, came all the way back, and then went all the way back, or it did a giant lap around the entire neighborhood. I thought that was pretty interesting. Speaking of getting my dick sucked, I felt, what do you call it? Like a Freudian slip? You call it a Freudian slip when you say something that is like it's inappropriate, but it's like maybe it was on your mind, right? We've seen that. That might be the wrong term for this. But I was thinking I might get some cheeks to clap, because two situations I'll tell you that me and this chick were having in the middle of our conversation. She goes, she has her son at home. Her son's like 14 or something. She's like, I gotta check on my son, just check and see how my semen's doing. I said, what? I mean, my spawn. He's my spawn. I was like, your semen? Wait, well, we talking about semen. All right, we are. Didn't you already eat? You already ate all the nachos. I didn't know you saved room. What are you talking about? You said you didn't want any dessert. So she says, I'll check on my semen. And that happens. And then we go back to the house. We're sitting down, just catching up on all things. And we're watching this TV show called Impractical Jokers, where these guys prank each other. And they give this guy a teaspoon of cinnamon. So what happens is, it's this prank that was on the internet for a while. If you put a teaspoon of cinnamon in your mouth, it coats your throat and makes you start choking up the cinnamon. Stay with me. She goes, oh, look what that guy's doing. They say it's impossible to swallow a teaspoonful of semen. I say, wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We could figure this out right now. I think I have the tools necessary to where we can really get to the bottom of this. The internet needs to know. I said, that's the second time. And then she tried to forget the first one. She's like, what do you mean the second time? I'm like, well, I don't know about that. At dinner, you talked about the semen. And now after dinner, you said something about a teaspoon of semen. I don't know what's going on here. Twitch, don't ban me, okay? This is based on a true story. So anyways, it got nowhere, but she's gonna buy me some candles, and I think she's gonna help me pick out a wedding outfit, because I have to figure that out in like as soon as possible, and she works at a clothing store. So the date went good, nobody's got clapped, and apparently you can't swallow a teaspoon of semen. Not with that attitude. What else here's on my list? I have a whole list of things to talk about. They're all short topics, but I think we can make it happen today. I have them all in order, although it looks like my order goes 1, 2, 3, number 4. Oh yeah, speaking of swallowing semen, Sean O'Malley, the UFC fighter. Everyone thinks I'm exaggerating, right? There was a UFC fight last weekend. I know you don't have to be a fan to understand what I'm saying, but he won a split decision against Peter Yan, some other guy. Two guys fought, and one guy won a split decision. The crowd's booing, right? The guy that won was frowning before they said the decision, because he knew he had lost. So the internet goes crazy. They go, this is definitely rigged. Something's rigged. There's no way this happened. And then you have other people saying, well, I don't know, man, the way I judged it. Basically, people just want to feel like they're right without watching the fight. So there's all these people that are like vouching. They're like, well, the way I saw it, it was a close fight. That's cool. So I found this article that said 26 fighting websites and journalists, 26 out of 26, 100% of journalists, 26 out of 26, all scored the fight for the guy that eventually lost. But for some reason, the only two people on Earth who thought that Sean O'Malley won that fight were located in the judges' chairs in Abu Dhabi on the same day during the same fight. Somehow, the two blind people met each other in the darkness and somehow came up with this wild decision. And there's still people like my friend Tinky, he sent me an article. He's like, well, check out this article. I think this sums it up. I'm like, okay. First off, I don't want to have a full UFC debate right now because I know a lot of you guys aren't a fan of this. But the fight's 15 minutes. For 6 of those minutes, one of the guys was on the ground, on his back. So that's over a third of the fight. So if if I explain this, like people are just gonna say, well, the stats don't matter. Okay, cool. One guy got hit 3 times more than the other, but one guy was on his back for 6 entire minutes, right? I wish I could, like, is there another sport where we could, what other sport requires judging? It would be like gymnastics. If one guy rolled his ankle and fell on his back, and he was supposed to do a bunch of backflips, but he just laid on his back for 3 minutes, and then got up and did one little somersault. And while he did that, he was half knocked out. And then they said, you know what? That guy's the winner. That guy's the winner. The point I was trying to get to is, I just said it right now. If at the end of the fight, you're frowning and you know that you lost because you were in there. No one was closer to the action than the 2 people fighting. And one guy's looking at the other going, I definitely won. And the other guy goes, yeah, you definitely beat the fuck out of me. That's why I'm frowning. And then the winner is the opposite. 26 out of 26 people who make their entire living off nothing but living and breathing the sport. 26 out of 26 people all said that the fight should have gone one way, and these 2 lonely random people in Abu Dhabi happen to randomly have a different opinion. I think that's kind of interesting. Reminds me of another sport that I used to watch a lot called boxing. Never bet on boxing. Golden Knights played 2 days ago. I bet $2 on this guy, Kessel, to score first. He scored first. I won $40. That was wonderful. Another nice, happy thing that happened during my week. Also, my friend Max Mayberry was in town. He's a skater for Revive, although I don't know, or no, not Revive. For 3 Block or Force. I don't know. He's friends with those guys. He came out. His girlfriend or lady or whatever was going to this We Were Young festival with all these great like pop rock artists from the 90s were all performing. So he comes out here, he goes, yeah, she's out there, like, let's go have a meal together. They stayed on my couch for a couple days. I think they actually got kicked off the plane because they were too rowdy. Anyways, we go to this place called the Las Vegas Test Kitchen. Coolest idea I've ever seen. It's a really hipster environment, right? But you walk into this place, you scan the menu, and you realize, oh, this is not just one restaurant. There's 4 restaurants sharing the same kitchen. How do they do that? Well, they change every day. Some restaurants are only there on Monday and Tuesday. Some are only there on Wednesday and Thursday. Some are only there on the weekend. And they all have their own menu. And they all have their own prices. And they all serve their own shit. But you can order from each different restaurant and they will serve it both to one table because they're all using the same kitchen. It's such a cool idea. Also, you pay for your food at the beginning, like at the beginning. You pay from your like phone. They bring the food, and when you're done, you leave. So for me, one of the most frustrating things, and also for my friend Nick, we go to eat, let's say at Olive Garden or Applebee's or anywhere, right? Any sit-down restaurant. You go there, you eat your food, and then you fucking sit there for an hour and a half saying, can I get the check? Oh, sure. Hey, can I get the check? Oh, I forgot about you. I'm sorry. Hey, can I get the fucking check, you dumb bitch? Oh, yeah, I forgot. I'm swamped. I don't know what to do. Hey, give me the fucking check, lady. Finally, they bring you the check. You go, here, take my card. Don't walk away. Just, I want to pay for this now. I'll be right back. No, bitch, no. Then you bring a lasso. You try to lasso her, but you miss. You accidentally grab a Mexican pizza off the other guy's fucking table, and now she has to come back and re-ring you up because now you have to pay for their food. You're like, listen, lady, I don't want to be trapped here, okay? There's some chick in Russia from the WNBA who's going to be serving the same sentence as me, 9 years, if you don't hurry the fuck up and bring me my goddamn check. Please, God. And then they leave and come back, and they leave and come back. And then you say, then you finally get to leave 9 years later, you get to leave Applebee's. But at the Las Vegas test kitchen, no, you pay first. You leave whenever you fucking want. Don't even say goodbye. You can even run. You could fake a dine and dash. It's the greatest, man. They were serving hamburgers and tater tots. My friend Bobby runs this little brand called Stay Tuned Burgers. Stay tuned because he hates Donald Trump. But he makes a damn good burger, goddammit. So he made a whole burger concept off of disliking a politician, which seems to be doing well. Although you ask him about the cost of food, I'm just kidding. Let's not do this today. Let's not do this today. I wanted to support my friend's business. So I go in there, I order that. I look at the menu. I look at all the other shit on there. They have like this vegan truffle mac and cheese. They have this sushi restaurant in there. They had this other like I don't know what it was, chicken wings or something. I'm like, whoa, dude, I could do all these different menus and they were all reasonably priced, right? My burger with tater tots was $13. And then I added a tip, so $16, right? It's fucking tater tot. I know you're supposed to tip a little more than that, but goddamn it, give me a break, all right? It's getting tough. The fucking gas prices are going up, goddamn it. It's just a really cool concept. So I go to the test kitchen. Really liked it. I really want to go back and see what all the other. I want to see what all the other restaurants are going to be because I've only been there on a Friday or a Saturday. So I don't know what's there on Monday. I don't fucking know. Maybe it's Indian food. Maybe it's food from El Salvador. I don't fucking know. I could find out. So that was cool. It's always nice. So when it comes to restaurants, it's kind of, or at least in my opinion, it's hard to find something unique, right? Like, oh God, a grilled cheese place. Oh, not another taco place. Let me guess, you make birria? Oh, wow, you really stand out now. That shit blew up on Instagram. Now there's 500,000 restaurants and fucking within 3 miles. So yeah, it's just nice to see something that for me was really unique. So this was on the same day as the When We Were Young festival on Friday, but it had gotten canceled. Oh yeah, they canceled this motherfucker. This shit was selling out like 20,000 people. So they canceled it. So now there's 20,000 tourists in Las Vegas with nothing to do. And I happen to be located on the only free venue that has open alcohol sales and shit. So once they told me it was canceled, I'm like, oh fuck, dude, they're all gonna come here, right? It's only like 3 miles away is the festival grounds. They're all gonna take their fucking Ubers and their little fucking bicycles and unicycles and all come over here with their ripped fucking pants and face paint. And goddamn it, they did. They did. Bro, I saw this behemoth of a bitch screaming and dancing outside of a toy store like, oh my God, this music makes me feel like I'm fucking skinny again. I'm like, oh my God, why are you so loud? I'm trying to talk on the phone and shit. This bitch is dancing, fucking ripped ass, like fishnet fat coming out the side of it. Looks like a pork belly wrapped up in like twine, just grossing everyone out with her weird face paint, dancing around, trying to be the loudest one in the entire building for what reason? I don't know. You're not Avril, okay? And if Avril is gone and Melissa took over, you're the one that devoured her body. Jesus Christ. Oh, so I'm out there. I'm just walking around. Weird fucking people, face paint, people dancing. Somebody was crowd surfing with a crowd of 3 people, like just asking for a broken fucking neck. And on the stage, where they would usually be playing like, I don't know, like Can't Stop Believing, bullshit songs like that, like uplifting weird melody songs. Instead of that, they were playing Avril and fucking, I don't know what this 90s music is, dude. Avenged Sevenfold, fucking My Chemical Romance. They're playing all that music, so of course all these fucking ghoulish people fucking seep from under the ground. They seep up like liquid fucking gargoyles and come up out and they go, oh, we're dancing now. Oh shit, dude. You know what it is? My favorite thing on earth is watching a bunch of 30-somethings act like they're 9 years old. They've never had alcohol before. I see every once in a while you see a security guard beat the fuck out of someone. I wish there was 100,000 security guards there. I wish there was 100,000 security guards that were just coming off of some addictive drug. Also on HGH having crazy mood swings just to beat the fuck out of every single goddamn emo that was down there that night. But, it wasn't that bad. All the shit that I wanted to do was filled up with these goddamn just wastes of space. Yeah, it was a great Friday. Luckily, on Saturday, they reopened it, and Fremont was free once again from this horrible curse. So that was my That was that day. Let's give away stickers. This is a very simple and very easy way for you to win a Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack if you live in America. All you have to do is answer the trivia question correctly. Answer it in the chat room. First one that gets it gets a free Ninja Lifestyle sticker pack mailed to their house if you live in America. The question is, what is a perfect score in bowling? You know that game where you throw the ball down the lane, you hit the pins. If you get 2 of them and they're like, oh, fuck, and then you get the 8th, then it becomes a fucking spare. Okay. Later Nerd says 300. Roll fast, Joe. 300. Gage Smith, 300. North Shooter, 160. Joe Had says, I'm out. Later Nerd, send me a DM. You are the winner. Everyone else is a little bit slow. A little bit slow. I'm looking at this question below my Google search. It says, is a $2.99 possible in bowling? Quote, the score of the game that has been bowled the fewest times is 299 and a half. It has only been bowled once. It happened back in the early 1900s, and one of the pins broke in half on his last ball, and one half of the pin was still standing. I don't know if that's true. This reminds me of like those dumb kids in school that asked if Air Bud was real. You're like, oh yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, check the rule book. There's nothing that says a dog can't play basketball. I checked the rule book. Okay, enough. There's no such thing as a $2.99 and a half. Fuck that guy. Yeah, whoever won at the top, send me a DM after the podcast with your address, and we'll figure it out. I came up with a $1 million idea to go along with my other $1 million ideas. I have them all written down. I was going to do them on Wednesday, but I got a special side project job to do, and that took up my Wednesday. I was going to create these new channels, these new ideas. I have another new idea, okay? Listen. You guys know what this is, right? That's a dirty foot. And there is a place on the internet where dirty feet makes money. Dirty feet makes clean money, all right? My feet look like this, so my pockets can look like this, right? It's called OnlyFans. I know a lot of chicks out there that claim to have made money off OnlyFans. I feel like that's probably a lie, because those are the same chicks that beg for money on Facebook every single week, saying, I need gas to get to work. My dog is sick. I'm a single mom. I need money. But I'm a boss bitch entrepreneur. Okay, you're begging for money. Your OnlyFans is a failure. And if Taco Bell won't hire you, then I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, you have any talents? No? Not even sucking dick? Well, I'm mediocre at that. Mediocre? You just stick with OnlyFans. Maybe it'll work out. Anyways, I thought to myself, okay, what do crazy people like? Oh, they love feet. Someone out there is willing to pay for feet. And I thought about, okay, well, what do I have in common with those people? I don't like feet. Well, what do most people like? Dogs. I thought to myself, dogs and feet. And then I thought about it for about 3 days. I meditated. And I thought to myself, dog feet. I'm going to make an OnlyFans for my dog and only show his feet. I feel like that could be something. I have this whole marketing scheme. I'm going to get those stickers printed, like with the little QR code on it where you scan it, and they're going to be stickers. And it's going to be like dogs, ? Like feet, check my OnlyFans. And then I'll put that on like bathrooms across all the dive bars, everywhere where weirdos would hang out. 7-Elevens, libraries, payphones, right? Elementary schools, like where you pick up, where a lurker would be, mailboxes and shit. Where else do weirdos hang out? Like Starbucks, right? Parking lots. And then people would scan those and would bring it up, and it would be like the preview page. I don't know exactly how OnlyFans works, but it's like the preview page. Like, oh, if you like this, imagine what $5.99 would get you. And, if you like this foot, imagine the rest of these feet. Like, I don't want to show one foot, like his least desirable foot, like maybe his back left foot. But once you get that front right foot, that's instant nut for a weird person. I would assume. I don't know what people are using these websites for, but yeah, it's my next big idea. Feel free to steal it. It doesn't matter. I give away my ideas, right? We're all gonna be dead one day. I don't want to be the guy that hoarded all of his good ideas, right? If we can move society forward one paw at a time, far be it from me to keep great ideas from the hearts and minds of the people, right? The working class. So that's what's been going on. Final topic of the day, Netflix movies. Dude, I've been looking for good stuff to watch on Netflix, so if you're watching this on YouTube, please give me some suggestions. I'm really running out of shit, man. I'm watching this guy from the UK go to different prisons and shit, and he's like, oh, well, prison sucks in here, and I'm like, yeah, no shit. You're in prison in the Philippines. No, like, what are you proving to me? I knew Russian prisons were terrible. Like, oh, we're eating fucking slop today. Oh, what a surprise. I really needed a Netflix documentary to tell me that prison sucked in other countries. Thank you. So I started watching that. I kind of got over it. I tried to watch this movie called Riot about a crooked cop who goes to prison, but he's like the greatest fighter ever. My God, some of the worst dialogue I've ever seen in my life. And I'm begging. I have one request, and I'm begging that you take me seriously. Hollywood, directors, movie writers, everyone in the world. I have one request. Please. No more scenes inside of an air vent. Every goddamn movie that I watched today is some guy crawling through an air vent. Everyone's crawling through air vents. GoldenEye was fucking, 18 years ago. Air vent scene. That was the first one I remember. But there's probably some before that. It's the year 2022. We don't need any more people climbing through air vents. Stranger Things, a whole episode on air vents. Fucking, the movie where they kill everybody, the Korean movie where they start with like 300 people and they dwindle them down to one and you get like $1 million. Fucking air vents. Every day a goddamn air vent. What was that shit called? What was that Korean shit called? Somebody fucking tell me. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad if... I know every single one of you knows what I'm fucking talking about. Where... Squid Game, thank you. Jesus Christ, I fucking hate. I hate when I ask a question to the chat and I know everyone's just sitting there giggling like, he's not gonna think of this. Yeah, you know what, I'll end this goddamn, I'll turn this car around right now, young man. Squid Game, yeah, air vent. Every fucking movie has a goddamn air vent now. Dude, I watched a movie a long time ago where this guy was just stuck in a pile of trash and he was just shooting U.S. military from the trash, and every time somebody went up to the trash, he just killed them. I think it was called, like, The Wall. I think that was the movie. It was called The Wall. That was one of the worst movies also that I've ever seen. Super low budget. And it made me think they could do a very similar movie with just air vents. Just one guy just stuck in an air vent. What is he going to do? I don't know. They could call it The Escape. He escapes. From what? I don't know. Where's he going? I don't know. What's it about? Air vents. Why? What's the point? Oh, let's assign $50 billion to this movie. Maybe we can do it animated. My God, air vents in movies pissing me off. That's it. That's all I got for the podcast, guys. If you're watching this later, if you missed the beginning of the podcast, you can catch the repeat of this podcast on Sunday on iTunes, on Podbean, and on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, let me know your thoughts on me getting banned from Twitch. Let me know your thoughts on catching a dog. Let me know your thoughts on on Teaspoon of Nope. Let me know your thoughts on the Test Kitchen. What's the most unique restaurant experience you've ever had? Let me know your thoughts on weird emo people. Let me know your thoughts on dog feet. You guys get the idea, man. Just leave a comment, leave an interactive comment if you want to. Everybody in the chat room right now, give me a oh hell yeah, give me a hell yeah, so I can shout everybody out who made it to the end of the podcast. I feel like this was a fairly entertaining one. We kind of rushed through some topics, but I also dropped a lot of knowledge today. So you guys are welcome for that. Shout out to Mr. Jesus, Paul Miranda, Bruce Wayne, Roll Fast Joe, Infamy, Love My Toe, Later Nerds, Paul Miranda, Mr. Jesus, Meatball Head, Joe Hads, Big Heem, North Shooter, Paul Miranda, 23 Blue Dude, Rain Man, Desert Rat, Gage, Smith. I appreciate you guys for hanging out as always. Well, am I missing something? Oh yeah, we do this podcast every single Friday right here on twitch.tv/Ninja Lifestyle. Around 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. Next week it'll be at a different time. As I always say, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Whatever. That's it. Don't go anywhere. I'll continue streaming after this for the post show. But as I always say, Don't drink too much, but also don't drink too little. I like dogs and I like feet. I'm gonna subscribe.